Disclaimer, this video is for me. This video is just, it's not going to be that entertaining. It's a book that I read. It's called Think and Grow Rich, and it has some self-analysis test questions that you should ask yourself and be honest with. So, in this video, I plan on asking myself those questions, and I plan on being brutally honest. And if you want to stick through what's going to be around a 20 to 30 minute video of me pretty much telling you everything there is about me, then here you go. First question is, do you complain often of feeling bad? And if so, what is the cause? I think I do. I think I often complain about feeling bad, and the cause of that is, I say it's my job, but honestly, I think it's my laziness. I think it's my lack of motivation sometimes, and that I feel like I just want to distract myself rather than pursue something, because I would be absolutely demolished if I put so much effort into something and nothing came about it. Oh wow, we're starting off pretty hot. Okay. Do you find fault with others at the slightest provocation? Are you provoked by others? Not the slightest. Not at all the slightest. If I find fault with others, if it's like blatant and common, if I just keep seeing somebody make the same mistakes that I am mad about me making, then yeah, I find fault in others, but not at the slightest, not at the slightest provocation. Do you frequently make mistakes in your work? And if so, why? Yeah, I make mistakes all the time at my job because it's hard to be motivated. It's hard to be motivated when you see other people who are doing a lot less than you and are making a lot more. And I make mistakes because sometimes I just kind of lost that care. I lost the motivation. Do I make mistakes on my YouTube channel? Yeah, I make mistakes all the time. Those are like good mistakes, something that I can improve on. The mistakes that I make at my job are just blatant laziness. Are you sarcastic and offensive in your conversation? I guess it depends on who I talk to. Yeah, sometimes if I don't really enjoy the conversation, then I have to spice it up with either sarcasm or offensive comments to either force the person to leave or entertain myself. Do you deliberately avoid the association of anyone? And if so, why? Do you deliberately avoid the association of anybody? Yeah, there's some people I don't care for. It's not that I don't like them. It's not that I hate them or anything. I just don't want to be involved with them because they don't really match my moral compass. It's not something as shallow as, oh, they're not on the same trajectory as me, or they don't have the same amount of blah, blah, blah as me. It's like, it's just, I don't really care to hang out with some people. So I avoid them because I don't really want to be associated with somebody. Like, I know a dude who cheated on his wife, and I don't want to be associated with somebody who does that. So I avoid that person at all cost. Do you suffer frequent indigestion? If so, what is the cause? No, I don't suffer indigestion. Does life seem futile and the future hopeless to you? If so, why? I don't fully think that it does. No, some days I get down on myself and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do. What if this YouTube thing doesn't work out? What if nothing works out? What if I'm stuck at this desk? But it fades. I'm doing a lot better with it. I'm doing better than I once was. Could I be better? Of course, but I think I'm doing pretty good. Do you like your occupation? No. I think that I'm wasting my potential, and I think that I'm selling my potential for something as silly as a salary? Do you often feel self-pity? Sometimes. Sometimes I pity myself. I'm like, oh, why am I doing this? I'm so much better than the blah, 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 blah. And yeah, I do think sometimes I self-pity myself, and I don't know why. I think that I deserve more without putting in the work to achieve more, and that's a very difficult thing. And I don't like that. I don't like that mindset that I have. I need to change it, and I'm aware of it, but I can't let go of it for some reason. And I need to let go. I can let go of it. I just am choosing not to, and I don't know why. Are you envious of those who excel you? Envious is a fine word. It's not like I hate the people. It's not like I resent them. It's not like I'm mad at them. But envious, yeah, sure. I want to be better than I am now. I want to be better than I was yesterday every single day that I live. And when I see people who are doing better than me, like, of course I'm envious. It's not the end of the world to be envious. Do I want to be better? Of course. To which do you devote most time thinking of success or of failure? I don't think about my failure too often. I don't think of myself as a failure. I think that that's destructive. I think that's the most destructive thing that you can do, is to think negatively of yourself. So I think that I think of success more than failure. I think, to answer the question honestly, I devote more time to thinking of my success than failure. I repeat every day this mantra that I made about how by 2026 I plan on having 3 million subscribers. And that's success to me. It's like, I made this my job. Are you gaining or losing self-confidence as you grow older? This is weird because I was extremely confident. I was too confident when I was older. I was doing things that were insanely irresponsible due to my confidence. And that's a tough question, because the logical answer would be that I'm losing confidence, and maybe I need to get back onto that just overwhelming sense of confidence that I can do anything, because I can. So I'm going to go with losing self-confidence as I grow older, and I don't want that to be the case. Do you learn something of value from all your mistakes? Of course not. Not all of them. Some of them, maybe like modestly like 30% of them. The other 70% I sit there and I complain about them. And that's not ideal. That's not constructive. That's not good. I could be a way better man, a way better individual if I just learned from every single mistake. And I think going forward, I probably should. Are you permitting some relatives or acquaintances to worry you? Not really. Not anymore. I used to. Very personal stuff. I used to worry about my family. I kind of moved away from them just because I wanted to see what it would be like. I used to worry about them all the time. But now they're doing so much better. And now my worries have kind of gone down, but I used to a lot. Now I don't. Now I'm happier. That was cool to think about. Are you in the clouds at one or more times in the depths of despondency? I'm going to look this word up real quick. Let's see. Showing my ego here that I don't know what a word means. Despondency meaning a state of low spirit caused by loss of hope or courage. I don't think so. Sometimes, I guess when I'm doom scrolling, I am. I'm in the clouds. I'm trying to distract myself because I don't have the courage to just sit here and record. I have to really try. So the answer to that one would be yes. Who has the most inspiring influence upon you, and what is the cause? Uh, my partner does. She influences me so much. She does such hard work and such amazing things that it's so hard not to be influenced by somebody like that. She is so smart. She is so studious. She makes good money. She has so much fun and love for her career. It's infectious. It sometimes makes me envious. But I would say my fiance. She is so inspiring to me. Do you tolerate negative or discouraging influences which you can avoid? Yes, I do. And honestly, I keep going back in my mind, well, everybody does, but I'm not everybody, and neither is anybody watching. Everyone's their own person. So, of course, I tolerate negative or discouraging influences. I sit there and yes, sir, my boss, if he, she, whoever's given me a hard time about something I can't control, yeah, yeah, I don't know why I tolerate it though. Probably because I have to. Probably because that's how I pay my rent, is to tolerate negative or discouraging influences, which is kind of silly. It's crappy to think about. Have you learned how to drown your troubles by being too busy to be annoyed by them? Yeah, I have. I drown my troubles with whatever. I'm not going to incriminate myself, but I drown my troubles sometimes. And I stopped, kinda, 2 days in at the time of recording this. I just, I don't plan on stopping. But yeah, it's not productive. I'm recording videos, I'm having fun, I'm really exploring my psyche. Well, I could have just been rocked on the couch. So yeah, I have learned it's not really the best thing to do. Would you call yourself a spineless weakling if you permitted others to do your thinking for you? Yeah, I would. I would call myself a spineless weakling if I permitted others to do your thinking for you, but that's such a weird question because I'm kind of thinking of this ideology right now that you're literally letting everybody do the thinking for you unless you're listening to absolutely nobody. So that's a tough question to answer because I have no clue what that means, and spineless weakling is like such a provocative thing to say. It's insane. But sure, if I'm letting somebody dictate how to do my life every single day, I would call myself spineless, yeah. Do you neglect internal bathing until auto intoxication makes you ill-tempered and irritable? I don't know what it means by this. I'm guessing that it means do you use like substances or some sort of vice until it makes you upset or annoyed? No, I don't abuse anything. So that's good. I don't drink. I don't do any hard substances. Everything that I do partake in is natural. So I would say no to that just because I it doesn't make me feel ill-tempered or irritable. How many preventable disruptions annoy you and why do you tolerate them? I used to be upset. I used to get upset at the slightest inconvenience if someone is going like too slow in traffic or whatever. If somebody doesn't reply to my text quick enough. Stupid stuff. Just stuff that would make me so upset, but I don't know why I tolerate them. Sometimes I think I love the drama. My fiance tells me all the time, "You love the drama. You're a little drama queen." And it makes me laugh because it's true. I kind of like the drama. I wish I didn't, but I do. And that's a tough one. I don't know why I tolerate it. Hopefully when I rewatch this video, I can answer that question. Why do you resort to liquor, narcotics, or cigarettes to quiet your nerves? The answer would be no. I don't resort to liquor. I don't do narcotics. And I've never smoked a cigarette. But I know what the question is asking. And the answer is yes. To quiet my nerves, sure. I like shutting my brain off. I think that it's fun. I am an active thinker. I don't think too much, but I speak and I have a hard time slowing down. So I guess to quiet my nerves would be a logical thing to say of why I do that. And why do you not try willpower instead? Because having willpower is hard, and sitting on the couch with a bowl of popcorn watching a movie while elevated is way more fun. It's way more easier, and I am lazy and I choose to pick the easy way sometimes, and I really should change that. Does anyone nag you? And if so, for what reason? Sure, my fiance nags me because sometimes I don't pick up my stuff or I don't turn off the lights downstairs. My mom nags me sometimes. Because I don't do the things that I probably should do in a respectful way. Sometimes I'm a bit selfish. So that's the reason. Do you have a definite major purpose? And if so, what is it? And what plan have you for achieving it? I think my purpose is to learn. I hope it is to teach. I hope it is. I think that this could be my purpose. And I know that this sounds lazy. I'm just a dude in a mask answering questions that a book gave me. But I hope that this is my purpose. I have so much fun doing this. I think my purpose is to communicate. And I guess my plan is this. I plan on uploading a video every other day and 3 shorts a day until it goes well, and I'm prepared to do that for a while. Do you suffer from any of the 6 basic fears? That is in the book. Here are the 6 basic fears. Fear of poverty. That includes not just the lack of money, but also financial security and scarcity thinking. No, I'm not fearful of being poor. I've have enough education to where I can always fall back on that. Fear of criticism. Yeah, I fear criticism all the time. Why do you think I'm wearing the mask? Fear of ill health. Sometimes I want to get more in shape than I am now because I don't want to get sick. I clean myself religiously in the shower after my hobbies, after I lift or whatever, because I'm fearful of getting like a skin infection. Fear of loss of love. No, I have so much love in my life that I'm so grateful for. Fear of old age. I'm excited to be old. I think it'll be fun. I think I can do this when I'm old. There's nothing to really be fearful there. And fear of death, I am not scared of death at all. At all. That seems like the most intriguing thing ever. That's my biggest question is what happens after you die, and that's the only way of finding it out. Do you have a method by which you can shield yourself against the negative influence of others? Just drown it out. Don't let negative thoughts infiltrate your mind and don't act on them. Don't let other people make you frustrated. And that's what I do. I deliberately try to make other blah, blah. I deliberately try to make myself not be frustrated by other people. What do you value most? Your material possessions or your privilege of controlling your thoughts? Honestly, dude, I hate my material possessions sometimes. I don't like having all this stuff that I have to deal with. I don't like having all these clothes that I have. I don't like having all these shoes that I have or whatever BS stuff. I like my computers and stuff, but I don't like the BS stuff that I know I shouldn't have, but I just keep buying, and it's silly. But yeah, I like my material possessions, of course, but I would much rather value my thoughts over some material possessions. Are you easily influenced by others against your own judgment? That's a tough question because I have to like reach into my subconscious. Not easily. I hope not. I'm very headstrong. I have my own opinions, and it's very hard to sway me. I need to figure it out for myself. So I'm gonna say no. Honestly, no. I hope not. Do you face squarely the circumstances which make you unhappy, or do you sidestep the responsibility? I sidestep it. I avoid it. There's circumstances that make me unhappy right now, like my job or like my eating habits or whatever. I ate a whole bunch of praline, whatever. I don't even, pecans. I ate way too many of them. That decision made me unhappy. I sidestep circumstances which I make unhappy, which like I have a little bit of a belly. And instead of not eating candy covered pralines, I ate a whole bunch of them. So I sidestep them. I should stop. Do you analyze all your mistakes and failures and try to profit on them? Or do you take the attitude that is not your duty? If I'm aware of my failure, then I actively try to learn from it. But if I'm not aware, then there's nothing much I can do. I need to be more aware of what I'm doing. I need to be more conscious in the space that I'm occupying. And that's the biggest thing, honestly. Is that if you're aware of everything that you're doing, you can learn from everything that you're doing. But if you're just meandering through, not aware of what you're doing, or distracted by your phone or whatever BS, then it's very hard to learn from it, in my opinion. Can you name 3 of your most damaging weaknesses? What are you doing to correct them? I think my willpower is extremely damaging. I like to eat. I like to eat bad. And I think that's damaging. I think that's hurting me. I'm lazy. I like to take the easy way. And that hurts me too. And my third weakness is I'm very, very stubborn. I stick to an ideology, and I just keep reading and reading and reading only the positive things. I don't associate with the negative things because I'm so scared of being proven wrong. And I think what could just help with all that is like I need to be more disciplined, and I need to be more vulnerable. I need to understand when I'm doing something harmful and be vulnerable enough to accept that I'm doing it, and then vulnerable enough to be like, hey, you can change. You deserve to change. And I think that's extremely productive. I think that's a great thing to do. Do you encourage other people to bring their worries to you for sympathy? I don't think so. I don't like hearing people's worries. I don't like this is gonna sound gross, but who cares? I don't like hearing other people's misfortunes. It makes me very uncomfortable. Because I'm always like, well, you could avoid it. You could do this, you could do that. And it's just disgusting how I speak to people about their insecurities. Like if my buddy comes up to me and says, hey man, I'm in debt or something, I'm like, then stop buying stuff and get yourself out of debt. Like I'm just a very logic driven person, and no, I don't encourage other people to bring their worries to me. I don't love it. I'm not a productive person to talk to about that. Do you choose from your daily experiences, lessons, or influence, which aids in your personal achievements. I don't know what that means. Do you choose from your daily experiences, lessons, or influences which aid in your personal advancements? I just kind of go for it, man, and I hope for the best. I'm not super strategical as much as I think I am. So I'm guessing no. Does your preference have a negative influence on other people as a rule? Sometimes. I feel like if I'm in a bad mood, then my presence definitely has a negative influence on other people. I try not to, but sometimes I can't help it. It's not a good thing to do. I need to change that. What habits of other people annoy you the most? Ineffective communication. That annoys me beyond comprehension. I don't like when people are just not good communicators, or they talk with so much pompous and BS that it's hard to understand them. I don't like when people are overly confident, but they have dramatic flaws. And this is just all insecurities that I have. All the habits that I do that annoy me, they annoy the crap out of me when other people do them, because it's just a big mirror that's shining on me of like, this is what you look like. It just makes me upset. Do you form your own opinions or permit yourself to be influenced by other people? I form my own opinions, but then again, all of my opinions come from somebody else. All of my opinions come from somebody who has put me on to the opinion. Having your own opinion is extremely difficult because you're often left with like two options. Most things are divided. Are you right wing, left wing? Well, I'm somewhere in the middle. So I want to form my own opinions, but still, that's such a hard question, knowing that you're just influenced by everybody all the time. So I guess both. It made me really frustrated. Have you learned how to create a mental state of mind by which you can shield yourself against all discouraging influences? Yeah, I've learned how to do it, but I don't know how to do it often. That's such a hard thing to do, is to like put yourself in that mindset to where you can shield yourself from everybody. That's is insanely hard. Have I learned how to do it? Yes, but I haven't learned how to do it constantly or continuously, or I can't think of the word. I don't know. I haven't learned to do it when I want to. Does your occupation inspire you with faith and hope? No. Are you conscious of possessing spiritual forces or sufficient power to enable you to keep your mind free from all forms of fear? Yeah, I'm well aware that I can do that. Do I do that? Not as well as I should. Does your religion help you keep your own mind positive? I don't really follow any mainstream religion. So the answer to that would be no. Do you feel like it is your duty to share other people's worries? If so, why? No, it's not my duty. I don't think that it is. I think everybody faces their own challenges. And I think that the most productive way of dealing with challenges and bad things in your life is to do it yourself, because then you can learn the most. If you believe that birds of a feather flock together, what have you learned about yourself by studying the friends whom you attract? I don't have many friends, honestly. And the friends that I do attract, once they don't like fit my morals, I kind of cut them off. That's really upsetting. I have like three friends that I would call my friends that I hang out with. I have other friends in other countries that I can't hang out with due to the distance, but I think all of my friends are successful. I hope to be successful. I think I'm successful on paper, so yeah, I buy into that theory. What connection, if any, do you see between the people with whom you associate most closely and any unhappiness you may experience? I mainly associate with my partner. That is who I associate with most. And I think that we're just both hardworking and that we just want to be happy. That's our main goal. And unhappiness is short-lived. When we're together, it's amazing. I'm so happy to have that opportunity. Could it be possible that some person whom you consider to be a friend is in reality your worst enemy because of his negative influence on your mind? No, I cut those people out. That is so damaging once you see it, and that is the best thing that you can do. I stopped being friends with somebody who I was friends with for like 15 years because they're just damaging me. And that was the hardest thing I ever had to do, but it was the best thing I ever did. By what rules do you judge who is helpful and who is damaging you? It's simple. Do they make you feel good or bad? That's all it is, in my mind. Are you intimate? Are your intimate associates mentally superior or inferior to you? It's a tough question because, like, obviously I am superior mentally than anybody in my own mind, but everyone's mind operates differently. So that is a difficult question to answer. I don't think that I can answer it. Are your intimate associates mentally superior or inferior? It's no, I can't answer that. That is impossible to answer. I'm superior in my mind. I'm inferior in their mind. It's impossible. How much time out of a 24-hour day do you devote to your occupation? Around 10 hours to my occupation. I go to bed at like 10, wake up at 6, 10. 8 hours sleep. I play for around 3 hours a day. If you call lifting and the gym around 3 hours a day, around 2 hours and 30 minutes. Acquiring useful knowledge around 30 minutes to 2 hours a day. And plain waste any other time. So let's count on our fingers. 10, 8, 18, relaxation 2, 20. So around 2 to 3 hours a day of plain waste, which I could be doing to make YouTube, but yeah, no other excuse. Who among your acquaintances encourage you the most? My fiance encourages me the most. Cautions you the most. By some of my acquaintances at work I speak to. Discourages you the most. I don't think me, I discourage myself the most. Helps you most in other ways. My fiance, she helps me in every way. It's insane. I'm so grateful. What's your greatest worry? My greatest worry is that I'm going to be mediocre, is that I'm going to be average. And I tolerate it because I am so scared of it. When others offer you free, unsolicited advice, do you accept it without question or do you analyze the motives? I analyze every single motive that every single person says to me at any given time. It's draining. What above all else do you most desire? I most desire freedom. I don't want other people infiltrating on my freedom, whether that's freedom of thought, whether that's freedom of speech, whether that's freedom of anything. I don't want people to infiltrate on my freedom of privacy. Freedom. Do you intend to acquire it? Yes, I deeply intend to acquire it. Are you willing to subsidize all other desires for this one? Of course I am. I will sacrifice anything in the name of my own freedom. And how much time daily do you devote to acquiring it? Well, 10 hours and 8 hours is out. Because I'm not free for 10 hours and I'm sleeping the other 8. So 18 minus 24 is 6. Around 6 hours a day. Do you change your mind often? It depends on the topic. I would say no. Sometimes I change my mind just to see if my motives are bulletproof. I've addressed that in multiple other videos. So I'm going to say no. Do you usually finish everything you begin? No. No, I rarely finish anything I begin. That's a real gut punch. Are you easily impressed by others' business or professional titles, college degree, or wealth? Not easily. Because I have stuff that I'm proud of. I have a sweet business title. I have college degrees. My wealth is fine. I'm not too intrigued by wealth unless it's like stupid, like billions. And I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. How'd you get that much? So not easily. Are you easily influenced by what other people think or say to you? No. Not influenced. I'm questioning their motives of why they say that. Like, is it a projection? Do you cater to people because of their social or financial status? No. I think of everybody the same, whether you're a homeless guy or you have a $3 million boat. Doesn't really appeal to me. Everybody has different knowledge on different things. Whom do you believe to be the greatest person living? Me, baby. Honestly, you have to think that it's yourself. In what respect is this person superior to yourself? I guess they've lived longer. I guess older me is the best answer to that question. How much time do you devote to stuttering and answering these questions? At least one day is necessary for the analyst and the answer of the entire list. I guess I devoted 40 minutes to it, to answering these questions. And I will devote multiple sessions of rewatching this video to see how I've changed. To read it back. This was all off the dome. None of this was scripted. This is going to be absolutely wild to watch back. And if somehow somebody made it this far and watched the whole thing, thank you. That's super cool. Thank you for watching me just explore my mind. That was fun. With that being said, guys, I'll catch you next time. I don't think anybody watched this, but have a good one.